You're watching Ringside Wrestling. Welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment and to your weekly episodic news show right here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, brought to you by Mr. Joel Perez, who you are hearing the voice of right here, right now. This is Behind the Mic, episode number 7. Very, very packed episode of episode 7 of Behind the Mic. But before I get into the video, just earlier today, I'm recording this on Friday, just earlier today, George the Animal Steele passed away. That is a fucking tragedy. I'm not fucking old enough to have seen him fucking go at it live or ever fucking really see a wrestling match of George the Animal Steele, but I'm sure many of you watching this video or many of you just wrestling fans have heard this name. You know this name. I did see him at one of those throwback episodes of Raw a couple years ago. He ripped up the turnbuckle. He was doing crazy shit in the WWE before, or the WWF, I should say, probably the WWW fucking F, when that shit had 3 W's. He was doing crazy shit, fucking eating the turnbuckle. We used to look at this guy like the Animal before there was a fucking Batista, before we had all these fucking guys. We had George the Animal Steele, and for that I want to wish my condolences to his family, friends, all of that good stuff, because we really did lose a legend in the wrestling industry here today. If he's not already in the fucking Hall of Fame, definitely should be an addition to the Hall of Fame. Don't know if he's not. I don't know why the fuck he's not in there. I'm not sure about that. But George the Animal Steele passed away today. I believe he was about 90 years old. It was 1937 2017 to 2017. Do the fucking math. I'm awful at math. Do the fucking math in your own head. But George the Animal Steele, rest in peace. Moving on here, Behind the Mic episode 7, a lot of fucking news here today. We've got Triple H, there's rumors of him forming a new Evolution stable with Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. What is the fucking meaning of that one? We got news on Kelly fucking returning to the WWE. We got Randy Orton giving up his fucking position as Royal Rumble winner, as main event of Wrestlemania. I'm gonna discuss who I think should fucking go and take his place if it is true that he is giving up this spot, because this could all be a major fucking swerve. I've got news on Vince McMahon fucking chewing out Braun Strowman backstage for saying that his match with Kevin Owens was a fucking title shot. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, but moving on here, we've got Bayley apparently ending the undefeated streak of Charlotte at WrestleMania 33. You still have to do some convincing on my front to fucking convince me that that's gonna fucking happen. I don't even fucking think we'll ever see the end to Charlotte's pay-per-view winning streak. But we've got all that and so much more right here on Behind the Mic. So you make sure to click that like button, click that subscribe button, go check out all the other content on the channel, and let's go straight into the news video. Triple H to form a new Evolution stable. Probably the biggest news going around in all of the WWE this week, and I understand why. Big news story right here. These are apparently backup plans if fucking Seth Rollins is not able to make it to WrestleMania. They're still being discussed, and this is probably the most interesting one. One of the WWE's top priorities for WrestleMania is getting Seth Rollins fully healthy so that he can finally square off with Triple H on the grand stage. Their proposed bout last year had to be scrapped due to the devastating knee injury Rollins suffered in November of 2015. And it's in jeopardy again this year after Rollins was dealt with another blow during the final segment of the January 30th episode of Monday Night Raw. It was on that night, of course, that Triple H returned to WWE television to answer the challenges that Rollins had been laying out for the past couple months. It was only Hunter's second appearance on Raw since dropping the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 32. Instead of squaring off with Rollins himself, Triple H summoned Samoa Joe in a blindsided attack that would have been memorable enough considering Joe's promotion was long overdue. But the attack left Rollins with a legitimately torn MCL and his WrestleMania status very much up in the air. As it always does, the show must go on, and Triple H has been adamant about performing at this year's WrestleMania, leaving WWE officials scrambling to come up with new alternatives. Last year, we reported that Triple H was opposed to the idea of facing his brother-in-law, Shane McMahon, money. This April focused instead of on an engaging program with a superstar on the rise. However, once Rollins went down with his injury, a Triple H-Shane match was put back on the table, among other possibilities. In an update to that story, Cage Side Seats is reporting that while WWE officials are hopeful Rollins returns in time for the match, they are still in the process of making plans in the event that he doesn't. While the Shane McMahon idea still might be on the table, current plans call for Shane to face AJ Styles in Orlando instead, however you fucking feel about that one. It appears that several things would have to follow through for Shane O'Mac to go toe-to-toe with Triple H at this point. Seeds for Styles and Shane have been subtly planted, but they haven't gone all the way on television yet, which enables them to change direction if they had to without losing anything from a continuity standpoint. Meanwhile, Triple H may also be busy constructing the next big thing on Raw. As seen this past Monday, the game entered the arena via limousine with Samoa Joe and later spoke with Kevin Owens backstage right before KO's brutal betrayal of Chris Jericho during the Festival of Friendship segment. This has led to speculation that Triple H is building a new stable that would resemble that of Evolution. Like I mentioned on my Monday Night Raw review, I believe that Triple H fucking summoned Kevin Owens to betray Chris Jericho, and maybe this is what they had in mind. Owens betrayed Chris Jericho. Triple H told him, drop that motherfucker Chris Jericho. We don't need him. You're going to have our backup. If you don't join us, you are going to be a target instead of an ally. And Kevin Owens did not want that to happen. So that was my speculation right there. And let's continue this article here. In it, Triple H would play the role once occupied by Ric Flair. Samoa Joe would assume the part of Batista and the muscle of the group, and Owens as the muscle of the group, and Owens would be the Triple H from that era. A fourth member would compete the homage, with rumors of Finn Balor fucking returning to play the role that Randy Orton did back then. That'd be beautiful. If reports of this faction coming together are true, then that would eliminate the possibility of Triple H facing Samoa Joe at WrestleMania, which makes no fucking sense if you ask me. That was one of the original pitches made 2 days after the Rollins injury occurred. It seemed like a long shot at the time, and is far less likely nearly 3 weeks later. Joe is penciled in to face Sami Zayn at the Fastlane pay-per-view, which I can't fucking wait to see, to be honest. That match right there. Not the Fastlane pay-per-view, but that fucking match right there. In just over 2 weeks, Raw's final pit stop on the road to WrestleMania. Balor may have been another option as Triple H's opponent for a brief moment, which that would be a good match. But even though the first Universal Champion should make a WrestleMania appearance, it's unlikely at this point that he'll wrestle a match on the show. The fact that officials are still working on alternatives is an indication that Rollins' status remains unclear, but their preference remains Seth come back to face the game on April 2nd. So there you fucking go. That is the latest on Triple H and everything having to do with what WWE Creative is trying to do with him fucking going into WrestleMania. The injury of Seth Rollins, that just shows all the ideas fucking being pitched for the injury of Seth Rollins. That really stirred up their plans. But let me tell you, if you were to build that Evolution stable, it would be fantastic. It would elevate Samoa Joe. It'd take Kevin Owens out of the misery that he is in right now with a fucking bullshit Chris Jericho feud that, I mean, it's a good feud. The seeds have been planted well. I care about it. I do. But, I mean, Kevin Owens can be doing so much more, going against Goldberg at Fastlane, gonna lose the Universal title. I mean, you're thinking and you're saying there's not a lot to remember about Kevin Owens' Universal Championship reign. There's not a lot for Samoa Joe to fucking do with the way Monday Night Raw has their fucking roster. You're not going to have him beat Roman Reigns. You're not going to have him fucking face Braun Strowman. Seth Rollins is an option. Sami Zayn is an option. But after that, what are you really going to fucking do? Because I know WWE is not going to give Joe Roman Reigns. So there's not a lot for Samoa Joe to do. But putting him in a faction like this with Triple H, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, that would be possibly a Finn Balor. Putting these guys in a faction like that would give them something to be remembered by. WWE needs a big faction to take over Monday Night Raw to make new stars. You'd make a new star out of Samoa Joe. You'd make a new star out of Kevin Owens. And yes, these guys are shining brightly on Monday Night Raw, but they're not stars. They're not big fucking names, and they can be. At least get them up there. The name recognition of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is one of the most over fucking baby faces of all time, but you don't need to have these guys that over. As long as they have the name recognition. That's what you fucking need. Fucking stars that can sell pay-per-view. You need that next Daniel Bryan. You need that next Rock. You need that next Punk. You need that next Austin. And if you make this stable, this can be the breeding grounds for that. Evolution was the breeding ground of Randy Orton, of Batista. Two stars that went on to fucking become the future of the WWE. That's what fucking Randy Orton and Batista were after that Evolution stable. If you create that same thing on Monday Night Raw, modern day, and these guys fucking tear up Monday Night Raw, you can create the draw for the next 10 years to come. Batista is still a very known name in the world of wrestling. Randy Orton 2009, 2010 was selling pay-per-views. That's what you want to make out of Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. And then you make a name out of the guy that overcomes this faction. You can make new stars. That's why I like this storyline so much. It's an opportunity to make new stars. How they would book it, I would fucking have Samoa Joe align himself with Triple H even further. Have it be completely Samoa Joe and Triple H. They offer Kevin Owens a pitch, and they probably had Triple H fucking conversing with Kevin Owens, that was him offering Kevin Owens the pitch. And Kevin Owens said, fine, I'll do it. You have Kevin Owens take out Chris Jericho. You can have Kevin Owens fucking say that he took out Chris Jericho, because you know Jericho's not going to be around after WrestleMania. Kevin Owens claims he took out Chris Jericho. Samoa Joe claims he took out Seth Rollins. You can have Samoa Joe take out Sami Zayn at Fastlane. You don't even need to have fucking Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn end at Fastlane. Have Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn go in to WrestleMania. That'd be a fantastic fucking match. Have these guys take out the Raw roster. Everybody. No fucking mercy. You're with us or against us. Roman Reigns, get the fuck out. Strowman, piece of cake. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, mauled by these fucking guys. Whoever the fourth member is, whether it's Finn Balor, whether you want to have I don't fucking know, anybody can fucking fill that role. Have Roman Reigns turn heel and be the fucking Randy Orton of the group. The Randy Orton equivalent. That would be fantastic. Whatever you want to do, it is money. It's fucking money. And if you do it, the possibilities you can fucking have. You can have these guys form a stable, and then you can do Evolution, the new Evolution. The evolution of Evolution. Going against The Shield. The Wyatt family reunited to take these guys out. They go to Smackdown. They maul everybody. Let's have this be a vengeance of Triple H. Triple H was left out. They haven't fucking built on that. Triple H was left out of the brand split. You gave Monday Night Raw to Stephanie McMahon. You gave Monday Night Raw to Shane McMahon. Triple H was as big a part of Monday Night Raw in 2014, 2015 as Stephanie, as Shane is right now. Why the fuck was he left out of the brand split? Now he's going to take his guys from NXT, the Kevin Owens. He's going to take the Samoa Joe, and he's going to demolish everybody on the Monday Night Raw roster. Roman Reigns isn't safe. Seth Rollins is obviously a fucking target. Sami Zayn destroyed. Chris Jericho taken out. It doesn't matter who you are. They go to Smackdown. Demolish everybody on there. The Shield says, you know what? This is fucking enough. Nobody can stop these guys by themselves. There's only one group that was able to take out Evolution back in 2014, and it was The Shield. This new Evolution wants to fucking come in and stir shit up. That's not gonna happen. Roman Reigns' face, Seth Rollins' face, Dean Ambrose is a face. Reunite The Shield for one night. Whether you want to have it, you can have this play out for fucking months, and it can be the fucking biggest, hottest storyline WWE has had in fucking years. It's money, and the fact that this is being thrown on the table, this can all start fucking next week on Monday Night Raw. If you have this fucking going into WrestleMania, WrestleMania 33's card will turn into the bullshit that we're fucking looking at right now, and it will probably turn to fucking gold. I don't know what the fuck or how the fuck they want to do this, but if you book this correctly, it can be money. Fantasize about this. If you're watching this video, fantasize about this in your head. Leave it in the comment section below. What would you do with the fucking new Evolution stable or a new Authority stable that Triple H wants to assemble? Here we are for the fucking next news story here, and we've got Bayley apparently going to end Charlotte's pay-per-view record, her winning record at WrestleMania 33. The WWE rumors are swirling with regards to all of the WWE Championship situations as the road to WrestleMania 33 unfolds. Just recently, Bayley captured the Raw Women's Championship for her first ever reign. However, she also won the title in a match which involved some outside help, leading to speculation this could cost her the title. With that said, there are now rumors starting up that Bayley might be able to accomplish a feat that no other women's wrestler has been able to do yet at a pay-per-view. During last Monday's Raw, Bayley defeated Charlotte Flair to win the Women's Championship, giving the huggable superstar her first main roster title. The win came with Dana Brooke interfering on behalf of Charlotte, and then Sasha Banks rushing to ringside to also intervene. After Banks took care of Brooke on the outside, her handy crutch came into play, allowing Sasha to cause Charlotte to break her submission hold on Bayley. From there, the Bayley to belly suplex helped Bayley capture the pinfall victory. A recent Q&A session from 411 Mania's Wyatt I can't fucking pronounce that shit. Bahoger, whatever the fuck that says, and Kevin Pantoja, whatever, if it's a silent J or not, debated the merits of giving Bayley the women's title in the manner WWE did. There's been some disagreement by WWE fans. My fucking disagreement. Bayley shouldn't have won the title on Monday Night Raw, because Charlotte is just gonna fucking win it back at Fastlane. But the merits of giving Bayley the women's title in the manner WWE did, there's been some disagreement by WWE fans over the decision to have Bayley win the title on television rather than at a pay-per-view event, WrestleMania. Jesus Christ. Basically, the opinion is that it would have been a bigger win for Bayley if she was the first women's wrestler to defeat Charlotte at a pay-per-view, maybe even the biggest pay-per-view of the year. I don't fucking know. It's like 5-6 weeks away. WrestleMania, anybody? The fucking clown in the back of the WWE creative room, fucking scratching his head, fucking questioning what we're gonna do for Fastlane, what he's gonna cook for dinner. Jesus Christ. Nothing for WrestleMania. Nothing for fucking WrestleMania. But Pantoja indicated that Bayley's recent win on Raw is just another way to help Charlotte along on that continued undefeated streak at pay-per-view events. Quote, knowing the history of Charlotte and the Raw Women's title dampened the moment for some. I sent my friend, a big Bayley fan, a text about the result. His first text was happy, but he instantly sent another saying she'll lose it to Charlotte at the next pay-per-view. Everything on Raw feels like a vehicle for Charlotte. That's how I feel about this. Bayley should have been the one to end Charlotte's pay-per-view streak and get the title at WrestleMania. At fucking WrestleMania. That's true. I agree with that statement 100%. I may fucking sound angry about it, and that may lose my fucking point sometimes when I'm just fucking cursing left and right. Fuck this, fuck that. But that's exactly what I want to portray to you guys. She's just going to lose it back at Fastlane, and she's going to win it back at WrestleMania. Charlotte will lose her title then, and everybody's just going to be fucking questioning, why did you have a women's title match on Monday Night Raw? Or why didn't Bayley lose that women's title match on Monday Night Raw? She loses by some fuck finish at Fastlane, and then at WrestleMania, she finally gets her vengeance on fucking Charlotte. Apparently, it's still, continuing this fucking article, it's still possible that Pantoja may get his wish, although not at the Fastlane pay-per-view in early March. It's unknown what sort of match Bayley will compete in at the event, but one would have to imagine that Charlotte could regain the title in the coming weeks. That could set up something interesting for WrestleMania 33. At this point, all interest is lost in this match for WrestleMania 33. Concepts that have been floating around include a potential fatal 4-way match for the big event in Orlando, Florida, which would feature Bayley, Sasha, Nia Jax, and the expected champion at the time, Charlotte. As of this report, Paddy Powder recently published odds For which of the Raw Women's Superstars will be the champion at the conclusion of WrestleMania. Bayley is the early favorites with odds of 1-2, followed by Charlotte at 10-11. In third place is a tie between Nia Jax and Sasha Banks at 7-2. Interestingly, Paige, who has been missing from the ring for months, is next on the odds at 10-1. Why is she fucking 10-1? Because there's no other fucking women besides Emma on Monday Night Raw. Other women's stars include Dana Brooke. Really, she's going to be the fucking women's champion. Emma, who hasn't been on television for 17 weeks. Alicia Fox. Really, she's fucking sucking Noam Dar's cock. And the biggest long shot, Summer Rae, who hasn't been in fucking television in how fucking long? Jesus Christ. Charlotte's undefeated streak at pay-per-views gives her the type of hype and credentials that WWE previously used for one of the all-time legends, The Undertaker. The thing is, The Undertaker wasn't booked like Jack the Jobber, or what the fuck, Jack the Jobber for fucking what culture? She wasn't fucking booked like the Brooklyn Brawler, The Undertaker was, on fucking Smackdown or Raw, whichever one he was on, and go to WrestleMania and fucking be this untouchable god. The Undertaker would be booked strong on television, and he'd go into WrestleMania looking like a fucking god, because The Undertaker is a god. Charlotte, on the fucking other hand, looks like fucking the Brooklyn Brawler on Monday Night Raw, and then pay-per-view comes, and she turns into the fucking Undertaker, which makes no fucking sense. As many fans remember, Taker was undefeated at WrestleMania events heading into WrestleMania 30, and then we saw the legendary streak snapped. In the case of Charlotte, her streak has not endured over years, but if continued, it can give her and the women's division some major drawing power for the future. That raises the question of how WWE moves from Bayley as champion to Charlotte as champion in the coming weeks. Here at the Inquisitor, one piece of speculation is that Bayley will be stripped of the title on Raw as soon as Monday night due to all of the outside interference. That will be the most likely fucking situation. If that happens, I will be fine. I won't be happy about her losing the fucking title, but it will get more heel heat behind Charlotte. It will get sympathy under Bayley, and it will do its job. It will do its job. That would mean Charlotte reclaims the title. The other speculation is there would be a rematch at Fastlane, whether Bayley is champion or not, and it could lead to the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. That's the fucking article. I'm not going to read the rest. This shit goes on way too fucking long. But, I mean, they've really fucking booked themselves into a hole. What you've got to fucking do, take the title off Bayley on Monday Night Raw next week. Strip her of the title. Have Charlotte use her fucking ties with Stephanie McMahon and her father's Ric Flair. Give the title back to fucking Charlotte. Have Bayley be a zero-time women's champion. They're gonna fucking count it as if Bayley never won the women's championship. Charlotte never lost her women's championship. You go into Fastlane. What happens is some fucking how Bayley gets screwed. Nia Jax comes in, or Sasha Banks even comes in. The match ends in no contest or whatever. Charlotte's pay-per-view record is retained at Fastlane, and you go into WrestleMania, your little Fatal 4-Way, whatever the fuck you want to do, and Bayley wins the title there for the first time after being screwed, beat, battered at every twist and turn by Charlotte. Bayley finally gains the women's championship at WrestleMania. Out of jealousy, Sasha Banks takes a fucking chair, hits Bayley in the fucking back with it, holds up the women's title, and says, "This is my prize." So there you fucking go. Sasha versus Bayley going into SummerSlam. Do whatever the fuck you want with Charlotte, and there you fucking go. That's how I would book the women's division going into WrestleMania. Former WWE diva Kelly Kelly may have re-signed for a big role with WWE. What the fuck do we have to say about this one? Former WWE diva Kelly Kelly has been away from the WWE for years now, but she always wanted to come back eventually. And it seems that WWE might bring her back for a huge role that will be a major part of WWE Raw. I don't want to fucking see Kelly Kelly on SmackDown. I don't even think she'll do any good for Monday Night Raw. Why? She can barely fucking wrestle. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's no fucking women on the Monday Night Raw women's division. So if you wanna bring back Kelly Kelly, I guess I'm fucking fine with it. What the fuck does this article say? Kelly Kelly comes from a time when the WWE divas of the world were known mostly for being hot, and that's the problem with her. But they were not really good in the ring. Today we have beautiful women who are amazing wrestlers, which fans love a lot more. The only problem with them now is the fucking booking, of course. This is why WWE fans have actually been against bringing back former WWE divas like Kelly Kelly, because they know she is not a wrestler, but rather just a pretty face. The cool thing with Kelly Kelly is that she can talk relatively well and has gained some acting experience since leaving WWE. This is big for the WWE because they can use her in certain roles that were not considered when she was working for the company. Recently, we saw the debut of Emelina, and people were surprised that she would go on the air and basically pull a swerve on everyone and claim she was going back to just being Emma. I feel like everybody likes Emma better, so fuck Emelina. I feel like it fell flat. It really fucking did the Emelina bullshit. The fucking point was she's beautiful, and that's the only reason people wanted to fucking see her. So now she's gonna go back to fucking being Emma. And fuck the fans is pretty much because she's a fucking heel. But, I mean, nobody wanted to fucking see Emelina anyways because you gave us fucking 17 weeks of promo packages, which 5 was more than fucking enough. The reason for this move, according to Pro Wrestling Sheet, was that Vince McMahon did not like the way she was performing in rehearsals and felt Emma was not into the character. Obviously, Vince liked the idea for the character and wanted it to be played, so he pushed it through as much as he could. Finally, WWE decided against Emma playing the role, but the role of a hot chick, similar to a PG Sunny and the Cat, is still wide open, and many believe WWE is bringing Kelly Kelly in to play the role. Listen, everybody is in love with Sasha Banks already. Emma is fucking hot either way. Dana Brooke, I mean, some people like to look at that fucking hag. I mean, you got a pretty hot fucking women's division already. Look at SmackDown. You got Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Natalia's not a bad thing to look at. I mean, you got Naomi. I mean, all types of demographics on SmackDown. I mean, I would prefer the fucking SmackDown women's division if you fucking ask me. SmackDown women's division to me, I mean, a lot of people think Charlotte looks like a fucking man. So if you're talking about looks, I mean, Kelly Kelly would certainly be a nice fucking thing to look at. Like Eva Marie. She's fucking beautiful, but she can't fucking wrestle. I mean, Kelly Kelly is leaps and bounds ahead of Eva Marie, but even then, compared to a Charlotte, compared to a Sasha Banks, compared to even an Alicia Fox or a Summer Rae, Kelly Kelly is very primitive in the ring. She was backstage at WWE Raw this week, coincidentally the same day as the Emelina situation. It is not as if WWE and Kelly Kelly had not spoken about a comeback up to that point, but Kelly Kelly did indicate that she might be with WWE soon during an interview on WWE.com when Raw went off the air. It is being said that Kelly Kelly is just one of the various women WWE has contacted about a return for something WWE has planned at WrestleMania 33. As of now, no one but upper management truly knows exactly what the company is going for, but it could lead to something quite special. WWE already brought Mickie James back in. The difference is Mickie James fucking good in the ring, but they also have contacted former WWE diva Victoria as well. Why don't they fucking contact Caitlyn? Caitlyn was fucking great back. She was feuding with AJ Lee and she won the fucking women's championship That was a fucking great or the Divas Championship back then. That was a great Divas Champion. Why don't they fucking contact Caitlyn? I know she's fucking running a business. Can't you fucking bring her back? She doesn't need to do fucking house shows or shit. I know she had kids, I believe. She got married, I think. I mean, why don't they contact Caitlyn? Eve is, I'm pretty sure, Beth Phoenix. I mean, these are all viable women. Why don't they fucking bring back one of these women? Why fucking Kelly? Why don't they put Maurice back in the fucking ring? But Kelly is reportedly still in favor of being with WWE in a big way, and it is rumored as of now that she signed a multi-year deal with WWE to return. If this is true, she could make a wrestling return by the summertime. However, this rumor comes out of Reddit with another source backing it up. What is confirmed is that WWE will be using Kelly in a cool role, at least for the WrestleMania season. She is going to be at WrestleMania Access, I believe. The thought is that she would take over the Emelina role, but under her WWE name, of course, and appear on television a great deal in this role without actually wrestling. However, some assume she might have to wrestle eventually. She could return in the same manner as Maurice and serve a non-wrestling role, but Kelly could eventually get back in the ring on rare occasions. Maurice is expected to work in a tag match with The Miz against John Cena and Nikki Bella at WrestleMania 33, which could be the first time in years that Maurice has stepped into a wrestling match for the company. Kelly has been away from WWE about as long and was not known for being great inside the squared circle. So any storyline to let her look amazing that doesn't include her wrestling might actually be appreciated by the fans. I mean, I don't remember her being that fucking great on the mic either, so I don't fucking know about that. But it would certainly be terrific to have Kelly return to WWE in a role similar to that of Sable or the Cat. But the question is, would she work as a heel, as many would presume? We have never seen Kelly play anything but a babyface, so it would be odd to see her in any other way. I feel like Kelly would play a great heel. We'll have to wait and see if her role will be long-term or short-term, as it would be interesting to see her play a role that would normally not fit in the rating system WWE has employed. I mean, Kelly, she's a nice piece of fucking eye candy, but she could not fucking go in the ring. I'm sorry. She was awful in the fucking ring. Kelly just could not fucking wrestle. I mean, yeah, the casuals love her. She's a nice name for the Monday Night Raw Women's Division. She'd probably bring back some girls to fucking watch WWE. But I mean, it's Kelly. I feel like she would just make Monday Night Raw's Women's Division even more painful to fucking watch unless she unless she wants to fucking work on her in-ring ability. Put her down in NXT. Put her down in NXT to fucking elevate the women's division. Put her against Asuka. Fuck, I'd love to see that shit. Asuka destroying Kelly. I don't fucking know. But Kelly, rumored to come back to the WWE women's division. I don't know about that. But, I mean, it's fucking Kelly. Like I said, contact the Caitlyn. Contact an Eve. Put Maurice back in the fucking ring. Not in a tag match against Miz or with Miz against John Cena and Nikki Bella, but put her back in the ring full-time SmackDown Women's Division. I don't fucking know, but that is the latest on fucking Kelly. So there you fucking go. The reason why Vince McMahon chewed out Mr. Braun Strowman on Monday Night Raw. Jesus fucking Christ. Vince McMahon chewing out your fucking big man. Doesn't matter who the fuck you are. As long as you're not Roman Reigns, you are fucking able to be demolished on Monday Night Raw. Some people have assumed that with Triple H assuming the role of public face of the WWE, that Vince McMahon has become more hands-off with the WWE in his old age. Turns out that couldn't be farther from the fucking truth. If you're not a fucking casual, you know Vince McMahon is fucking hands-on, getting his hands dirty with the WWE product. Mick Foley was a guest on this week's Making Their Way to the Ring with Lillian Garcia, who fucking retired from the WWE. Her father died, so she's fucking out of there. And he gave Lillian an example of how hands-on Vince is, specifically when it comes to how he wants his buzzwords to be handled. Mick Foley speaking here. I was about to go out there a couple weeks ago, and I heard Braun Strowman say, "I want a title shot." Mr. McMahon's behind the curtain, at the board, watching the monitor, and he goes, "Oh God, it's not a title shot." I was thinking to myself, then what is it? That's exactly what I would go to call it when I would go out there. "You want a title shot?" He's like, "It's a title match. It's a match." So if you ever wonder what it's like to see a 6'8", 300-pound behemoth get chewed out, you should have been there. If Braun Strowman suddenly starts getting an unexpected losing streak, or gets stuck with a weird stuttering gimmick, at least we'll know why. That fucking stuttering gimmick, obviously, I believe, referring to Festus. Fucking Luke Gallows. Festus, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, if those are the things that Vince McMahon is worried about on Monday Night Raw, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, we've got a problem. Your show fucking sucks cock. And he's worried about Braun Strowman saying title shot, match, whatever the fuck Braun Strowman said. So, your priorities obviously aren't in fucking check if you're angry at Braun Strowman for doing this, and you're not fucking worried about the bullshit going on during your fucking show. Maybe like Bo Dallas fucking getting bootios shoved up his mouth by the New Day, a fucking 6-man tag between Jinder Mahal, Rusev, Titus O'Neil, and Enzo and Cass and the fucking New Day, or whatever the fuck, how many people, 8-man tag, Jesus fucking Christ. If those are your priorities, then something is obviously fucking wrong. This is absolutely fucking awful. I mean, you really shouldn't be worrying about this, and that's all I have to fucking say. Braun Strowman, if he fucking starts losing, I'm gonna be pissed, especially at Fastlane against Roman Reigns. So there you fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the fucking latest on Vince McMahon fucking chewing out Braun Strowman backstage. It just goes to fucking show you how out of touch Vince McMahon is. Fucking, or yelling at Braun Strowman for that minor fucking mistake. And the final thing I want to discuss on Behind the Mic episode number 7, Randy Orton, probably the fucking biggest thing we're discussing on this fucking show, Randy Orton giving up his title shot at WrestleMania. His allegiance is to Bray Wyatt, and I'm fucking pissed, because this news broke right after Smackdown Live on Talking Smack. On Tuesday, they're apparently going to have a battle royal to determine the new number 1 contender for the SmackDown title at WrestleMania 33. This is fucking crazy, if you ask me. Because this, I think Randy Orton is going to fucking reclaim his title match at fucking Royal Rumble. You're probably going to have a fucking John Cena win the match, or somebody. You're gonna have somebody win this fucking battle royal. I honestly would have it be a fucking fatal 4-way. Or a 6-man match, a 6-man 6-pack challenge. You put your 6 biggest guys on SmackDown Live: Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose, Miz, Ziggler, anybody you can fucking pull out of the hat on SmackDown Live who's not in the title picture, who is in the title picture and is not Randy Orton. You put them all in a 6-pack challenge. That's what I would have done. But everybody's on the SmackDown roster is going to be in a battle royal. One thing I want to fucking say about this battle royal: it better not be full of fucking chumps. It better not be fucking full of the Vaudevillains and the Ascension, full of fucking tag teams. I don't want to fucking see that. I really fucking don't. I can give you 10 names right now that should be in that battle royal, and that's enough. 10 people is fucking enough. You can have Apollo Crews, Kalisto, John Cena, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, who else you got? Jesus Christ, this is actually fucking harder than I fucking thought. Who the fuck am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Luke Harper can be in there. That's 8, right? Luke Harper can be fucking in there. That's fucking. I can't fucking think of anybody else. Maybe you're gonna have to fucking throw a tag team in there. Jesus fucking Christ. That's 8 fucking. You can have a battle royal with 8 people. I think you can have a fucking battle royal with 8 people. I really don't think that's too bad. Maybe you can bring in a Shelton Benjamin to be in the fucking battle royal. You want to give it some excitement. But those 8 names could be in the battle royal. That's good enough. That's good enough. Those are mid-carders: Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, Miz. You know, those are a couple mid-carders. Then you got Styles, Cena, Corbin. You know, you got names there. So that's about 8 good names right there. So there you fucking go. That's, first of all, who I want to be in the Battle Royal. Second of all, I think either John Cena or AJ Styles is fucking walking out of this, the win. If it's AJ Styles, Randy Orton's going to want back in later on. Bray Wyatt's going to do something to fucking piss him off. The Wyatt family will split up, and you're probably going to fucking have it be a triple threat, which I wouldn't fucking mind. If not, you're going to have fucking John Cena win it. John Cena will be built to go against Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt will do something again to fuck Randy Orton over, or dissension will build in the Wyatt family. Orton will want back in for his fucking title match. John Cena versus Randy Orton on a blockbuster episode of fucking Smackdown, right? Right? And we will determine who is the definitive number 1 contender going in to WrestleMania. So there you fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think is going to happen with that Battle Royal. I really don't think it's fucking huge. SmackDown really wants to get us fucking excited going into the road to WrestleMania, and it's huge. I was like, what the fuck? You can't have Randy Orton. That would devalue the Royal Rumble. Having Randy Orton go in and win that shit when you easily could have given it to somebody else more deserving, especially if you're going to take it away from Randy Orton. And, I mean, it really makes no sense unless you really want to give it to AJ Styles, and AJ Styles couldn't compete in the Royal Rumble because he was the WWE Champion earlier in the night. But then again, he was in the WWE Championship match. Roman Reigns was in the Universal Championship match then again, and he was able to enter the Royal Rumble. So why wasn't AJ Styles in the fucking Royal Rumble? Think of that one right there. Jesus fucking Christ. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I don't believe you've ever seen anybody in a fucking championship match earlier in the night in the Royal Rumble and then go into the fucking Royal Rumble match. Only Roman Reigns. Only fucking Roman Reigns. Jesus fucking Christ. But I still firmly believe Randy Orton will go against Bray Wyatt. Something will happen. Orton will want his fucking match back. Or Orton will fucking sneak into the Battle Royal and be like, fuck this shit, I want my fucking title match still. And he'll fucking play mind games with Bray Wyatt. Some shit like that. But Randy Orton, I believe, still will be going into WrestleMania. You're either going to have AJ Styles or John Cena win this fucking Battle Royal. Battle Royal with AJ Styles and John Cena in it. That's going to be a big fucking Battle Royal. I'll tell you that one. But there you fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Behind the Mic, episode number 7. I hope you have enjoyed everything you heard here. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the channel. We have Behind the Mic, which you're watching right now, every single Saturday. All the weekly news going on in the WWE Universe, all covered here. Monday Night Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, pay-per-view reviews, preview and predictions for all the pay-per-views, NXT TakeOver special reviews, Twitter account where I live tweet with all WWE events, and if you want to know when I'm uploading a video, when you want to know when I fucking like the video even, you can go on there and check that out. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. For now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and this has been Behind the Mic, episode number 7. I hope you have enjoyed everything you have seen here. For now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video.